today. We're back with more Final Fantasy XIV Online, where last time we found both Alizé and Alphino and saw some pretty upsetting things. It's already tried to hit us in the feels and it's succeeding. Oh, goodness. And we have made it to... what is the name of this place again? Eulmore? Eulmore. Which is one of the cities in the land of the first. It is surrounded by... the city itself is surrounded by a lot of, like a shanty town right outside the gates of the castle, and outside that is farmland that is nearly abandoned at this point. Everyone's trying to get to Eulmore, but they're only letting certain people that fit, like, their needs come in, and it's just, it's very icky, very ick. I don't like, and even the inside of this place is just very, there's something about it I just don't like. I don't like it here. I don't like it. We managed to sneak in here under the guise of Alphino being an autiste and my character being his assistant. Alphino himself even says that his painting skills aren't the greatest, but it's passable, so this is going to be interesting how far we can stretch this and how long we are going to be able to stay in Eulmore. We're trying to see just more about what's going on in this city and how we might be able to change it if possible, I believe. Alphino would like to learn more, and so do I. Hey, Vanilla, how are you doing? Yes, it is Alphino time. Off you go. The city is yours to explore. Oh, but do be careful along those outer walkways. I should be most upset if you were to slip and fall. He is pretty much being hired by this couple in order to, make pictures for them. I think portraits. I think it was portraits mainly that they wanted from Alphino. And the last painter that they had did not satisfy their needs, and when they let him go and the ruler of this land asked him what he was going to do now when he could find no other patron, he was just tossed from the castle walls. And this place is very high up, as you can see. Also, strewn about are just capsized ships, so I'm surprised the person lived. He made it to the water and got washed ashore. And since we saved him, he gave us his brush in order to prove that Alphino is an artist. Which again, I'm wondering how long this is going to last. Yes, picture. If my wife has given her permission, then you need not seek my say-so. All I ask is that you behave yourself. Draw no attention and be respectful at all times. Fair enough. Wow, footgear. Alphino would send you into the city to explore. Now you have the opportunity to experience Eulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city top to bottom. In other words, I would start with Canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the market stalls, mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colorful characters, only too eager to share local gossip with a friendly visitor. I would appreciate, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Very enough. Did I tune to this? Oh, never mind. Yeah, I need special permission, so never mind. Oh, you're a material melder. I thought you were a mender. Never mind. Amiable maiden. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Yeah. Well, 'tis lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad. Long hair, tied back. Who, me? He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realized I'd dropped my handkerchief, and now I've been waiting here all alone while he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. Hi. Big dude, hair tied back. Dude! That's very unfortunate. Well, suppose we should save him. Wicked white. That was too close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily I caught it on something. But luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. You must think highly of your mistress. She's my entire world. Without her, I am nothing. When I first came to Eulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. But there is so much more to this city than wealth and plenty. There's no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress has been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Collusia where I could possibly be happier. Sorry, I might have gotten a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come with me to meet my lady. Once she hears of your deed, you'll be witness to her generosity firsthand. What? Lonely, you say? Curse my clumsy feet! I must return to her immediately! Never leave my lady's side again. My attendant told me everything. I am so very grateful you are there to offer your assistance. You value him highly, then. As if he were a member of my own family. I could not live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society, our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment, but in Eulmore, a more glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has an almost miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, If you'll excuse me, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. Thank you. I still don't think I'm gonna be able to use it. I think I'll have better. Yeah, I still have better. The amiable maiden seems concerned. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work unduly. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tista B usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak with you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. Interesting. Sorry. The beehive, eh? Menard. Woo! Trista B. Welcome to the beehive, my little drone. Seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day? I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see. Always gives them away. Why don't we play some cards to set you at your ease, eh? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand. If you win, I'll grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? Ready for a game of high or low, then? Let's play. Good for you. No time like the present, I say. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over, and I flip 2 of mine. Now what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? Low. You're going with low then? Right, let's see what you've got. My cards add up to 16 and you have a total of 18. I lose. Aw, sorry, honeybee. But this match goes to me. Shall we play again? Sure. That's what I like to hear. Let me shuffle the deck. Low. You're going with low then. My cards add up to 11. Total up, Frank. Aw, sorry honeybee, but this match goes to me. Okay. Low. As soon as I go high, it's gonna go low, I know it. Low. Woo! See? I won! 1 out of 4. Congratulations, your guess was right. Usually I concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win, then we'll talk about that favor. Another match of high or low? Come now, little honeybee. We all need our diversions. Sure, let's play. Again! 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours, and I flip 2 of mine. Gonna go with low. Crap. Crap. High. Fine, I'll go high. Alright. Hooray. 2 out of 6. Well, when you look at that, I think you got a knack for this, newcomer. Congratulations. Victory is yours, as is the prize I promised. Oh, missed that. Oh well. That's all. How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin-Eaters. They say Lord Vautry was born with the power to command them, which means no Eulmorean need ever raise a weapon in defense of the city. Was that the kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch still needs scratching, you might get a few words out of the Athern over there. There's not that merry sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. Okay. Was it? New to Eulmore, you say? Yeah. Only just arrived and already looking to peel away the layers of mystery. Oh, I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I tell you what, you hop up on stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have our little talk. No, Oh, I need to go up there. That's the way. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. So, what was it you wanted to ask me? Ah, yeah, something about our fair city. Well, I could tell you it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Eulmorean army may be the very essence of military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin-Eaters. Things changed for us, around 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with the Eaters, you see. Turns them docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Eulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. A toast to Lord Vautry. You gain a preliminary sense of the city. The Chase and Alphino will be expecting your return. Cayuse. I forget what I called them. Ah, yes, the assistant. Was there something? Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city. So soon? You needn't have hurried back. Young Aphrodite has yet to put brush to canvas. Where is he? One cannot rush good art, I'm told. Oh, good artists. Or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. Hmm? I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you've chosen. Is this satisfactory? Ooh, oh goodness gracious me. That last outfit was precious, but this makes you look positively dashing. You truly are a handsome boy. However am I to decide? What happened to painting? Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, not... That is to say, as long as you... Just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. Who knows who'll be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next? Governor looks simply precious in more frilly fashions, but he seems the most comfortable in traveling wear, so I settled on his current wardrobe. It's not a common style in Eulmore, and I can just imagine the heads turning as he strides through the crowd. I really must have your mentor concentrate on his art. Our anniversary will be soon upon us, and I promise to have a portrait to commemorate our union. Afano draws you close with a whisper. Has a very particular sense of beauty. Apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Car. I'm dumb. Meh. I have no clue. For whatever reason, I thought the staircase down was around the outer edge. Also, there is an Aethernet shard here, so I could have been using it. We're fine. This is fine. Gather information in the understudy. If you're wondering about all of the storage rooms here, one of the Army's responsibilities is to ensure all staple goods and resources are accounted for and stored securely. Oh, Weeping Warbler. Sob, sniff. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, then I need you to sneak out of the derelicts and describe my condition to Thoric. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. Okay. I can do this. I will help. I do not want you thrown from the top of the castle. You need medicines, tonics, potions. Coughing, hoarse, hard to swallow. Feels like something's there. Sore throat. Portion of meal intended as payment for an apothecary's medicines. A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her out of the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? Oh, your face. You didn't know? Of the many hopefuls who entered the city, very few have ever seemed to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest? Gone. A town of nightmares it is. Not for this ship's rat. Oh, no. I'm content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. Did he get my medicine? Here's what he said. So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing? Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend. Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said... So you've been suffering all this time. I'm sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out into the street. You're too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Vaughtry and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it a step too far? No, You would do that for me? Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. Ascension? Ah, you must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them into celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vaughtry that we learn this truth. It is through Lord Vathri's grace that the free peoples of Eulmore are destined to embrace salvation. So, is the reason why Sin Eaters aren't actively attacking Eulmore is because they're essentially just giving them living sacrifices? The people that are ascending? We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Vathri truly is a great man, isn't he? Now, if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have shown, my precious canary. Oh, I don't like this. So, with that too, then, they'd be making more Sin Eaters. Because, like Alize was saying, the Sin Eaters pretty much just make... Oh yeah, I can't teleport there. Gosh darn it. Never mind, we'll just go up. Sin Eaters just make more Sin Eaters. Well, I guess there's a chance they become Sin Eaters. They either die or they become Sin Eaters, right? Oh, Alphino is now... That's... not bad at all. I don't think that's bad. Dearest, we really should have found you some new gloves. Yes, my love, you're probably right. It's good to see you back. You were taking so long, I began to worry something had happened. I began sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the guys appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? Oh. The Lord Vathri boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. As for this ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? That's true, too. We have not seen any Sin Eaters as well. So wait, they're ascending, they're giving people to the Sin Eaters, but we don't see any Sin Eaters. Huh. What the heck? Alphino seems eager to discuss the significance of your discoveries. Where are we? What am I saying? People gathered around. A round table? But what's that in the background? that a bed with a round ball on it, or is it a table? I don't think it's the painting that Alphinaud is making. And on the left side of it, are those people? Are these statues? It looks like a crown, some sort of red ball. Is that someone, like, lying down there? Is that a face? We'll see. Alphinaud seems eager to discuss the significance of your discoveries. You'll find out during the quest. Fair enough, Vanilla. Fair enough. Sorry. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chatting away with that assistant of yours. Might to assume the outline is done then. Huh. What in the blazes? Uh-oh. It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphinaud. Where's your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility, and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Kai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. You know, being a joyous union, it seemed to me that a realistic portrayal... Realistic? I don't want realism. I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... I say, did that come from above? Nope. There's our jesters. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has given him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer. A malcontent. How dreadful. And this man is to face sentencing? That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mention is part of the Emergent, the level above us where Lord Vothry resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The crown lift will take you up there. I'm doing the quest, I'm sorry. Also, pardon me. We had better not twaddle, then. I did sneeze, I'm sorry. I tried to hit my mute button before I sneezed, but I did, I'm sorry. That was adorable. Thank you. Joining the crowd up there. Proceed to the offer, yes. Oh, it's a lion.
That's him. That's Vothry.
With a oh, hi. Oh. Okay. Hi, bud. Oh. Oh.
He's attended by sin-eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking? Mercy. Mercy.
Is it the blue-haired friend that we just sent here?
By the 12.
Oh god, it is.
Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vorthree, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Eulmore is a city built on love for one's fellow man. Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society. To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. And he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin Eaters are part of Eulmore's society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked. A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
I'm just shocked. What the frick is...
Tis true that Kaishia won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost...
How, again, is it fraud when he did the thing that he said he was going to do, which was give you pearls from the farmland goods? He did that. How's that fraud?
Oh, you dim, deluding child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only
Isn't
abides
Vorthree
by
sexy?
the rules, one
He's
has
something.
naught to fear.
Oh my god!
I alone can offer these things.
I just noticed that!
I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
Oh, this is...
People call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
An artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Eulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence. Gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Damn! Nice, Alphina.
Can you walk? I think so.
Oh, wait, my character's just looking at him.
Did that little worm just insult me?
A little slow on the uptake, isn't he? Please have a heart attack.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll
What?
torment them! Torture them! And tear out their hearts!
Oh, God. I just tried to pause this. I can't really pause this. Okay, wait a minute. Is a good chunk of the people in here just... Again, like their minds enslaved at this point? Why else would he say that? It also is weird how they were acting like that too, the way they were clapping, and just the way they were looking near at the end too. I wouldn't be surprised, again, if he's weirdly able to control the Sin Eaters like that too. If they might have some sort of power to do that as well. Is everyone maybe afflicted? I'll find out more. I'm just throwing my thoughts out there. Sorry. Thank you again. I'm surprised they just let us go. I'm surprised he just let us walk out. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again, though it is probably best we leave the island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Eulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Colusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Kachir, I've done you a grave disservice. You're hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risk inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. Again, unless... I assume that Alphino had like a plan to continue making this go, continue giving the, I forget what the Shahagan are called in this land now, but the Shahagan more produce for pearls. Maybe that's my mistake for just assuming that he was actually getting like a business actually started in order to get in there. But I guess apparently it was just a one-time thing. That sucks. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Vothri wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there if you're willing. No. That would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do things... Oh my gosh, I can't read today. I need to do some thinking. learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. Feet. I also can't speak. Very well, but you must promise you'll be careful. The Eulmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Uff. Puff. Oh, is that the lady? Alphino. Yep. Lord and Lady Kai. What in blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphino. Now I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I'll speak with Lord Valthree and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. I don't think so. He seemed pretty angry. I'm sorry, Lord Kai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving, but I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. One moment. I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. I will return. I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. God. What a gross place. I hate it. Before I do go, though. That was not an Aether stream, so I don't have to worry about that. It doesn't look like there's any more. And the others were in places I can't go to yet. Alright, so now we have Elize and Alphino. Next, we need Istola, Thancred. Who else was here again? There's someone else, but now I'm forgetting who. It's not Kryl, it's not Tataru, it's... Uranje. There we go. My gosh. I have not actually, like, seen or talked to him in a while. So I've totally forgotten about him. Oh my gosh. I guess I could have used the Aether Eye. Nah, it's fine. I saved 100 gil. Plus, I like the theme for Maggie here. Your search was successful then? Good. But give the word and we shall be off. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. While it's not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the First are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Valthree and his subjects. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel that's gonna be a boss battle later on down the line. Absolutely gonna be. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Eulmore dungeon. Again, why am I not using an aetheryte to get around? Because I am foolish. You have business with it? Yes, I do. Please let me in. I want to see what we can do now. I see you've reunited with my brother as well. I'd dearly love to hear how that story went. It was horrible in a different way, I would say. Similar, yet different. And very upsetting. I am told you and Alphino carried out his scheme to infiltrate Eulmore. I would ask what you thought of its base amusements, but I doubt you are eager to relive the experience. It is good to be back amongst friends. Not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is as keen to press on with our plan as I am. And you've seen quite a lot of the First yourself now. More than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we face. We'll display our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done. Whenever I come to the Crystarium, the sands of Arong seem a world away, and yet they both lie under this same wretched sky. If only every town could share the Crystarium spirit of independence. Still, I suppose one cannot decide for others what they should and should not deem important. My powers of persuasion have certainly had little effect on the people of Colusia. The Light Wardens. Crystal Exarch welcomes you back in the Crystarium. Light Wardens, eh?
And so you return. Have you gained a better understanding of the crisis now faced by the First?
Better is not the word I would use. Some lands may have been spared the flood, but the survivors live only to suffer. There seems no end to the horrors inflicted by the Sin Eaters.
Indeed. Those abominations are a calamity in their own right. And I can well imagine how hopeless the task of eradicating them must seem to you. But after countless battles and untold sacrifice, we have identified a potential weakness. Sin Eaters are drawn to serve the strongest of their kind, a class of creature we call Light Wardens. And from what we have been able to ascertain, only a handful of these entities exist.
So dungeon bosses, got it.
Just as an ant colony will perish in the absence of its queen, we believe that the death of a Light Warden will cause the lesser creatures within its sphere of influence to disperse.
Okay.
I have a feeling Eulmore might have something to say about any concerted action we take against these monsters. Vorthra's command over the Sin Eaters is integral to Eulmoran society. In seeming to guarantee his people's safety, it guarantees their obedience. He will not take kindly to us depriving him of such useful allies.
Hey, Lucian.
Agreed. Thus we will need to occupy or otherwise divert his forces whilst we proceed with the business of eliminating the Wardens. Until we have done so, all other considerations must be set aside if we are to forestall the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Are you sure that eliminating the Wardens will be enough?
Your uncertainty is understandable, given the circumstances. Perhaps a more detailed explanation is in order. To begin at the beginning, then.
Yeah. Oh.
ancient past, a single star was divided into 14 worlds. This is the source, your home. These others are the 13 shards, in whose number we find the first. Though physically separate, they retain a connection to each other, and with the source especially. Now, let us assume that a given element in one of the shards attains abnormal ascendancy. Just as water will flow from the highest point to the lowest, the excess energy will begin trickling into the source. And such an influx of ether will of course exert a palpable influence. If the element in question were fire, then drought and wildfires might ensue. If it were ice, one might expect the weather to turn bitterly cold. As ether continues to pour in, such phenomena will become more and more extreme, until eventually, a single, untimely event triggers a disaster which cracks the barrier dividing the two worlds. What was once a trickle now becomes a deluge, sweeping the shard along to be rejoined with the source. At the same time, the element which held sway in the shard is unleashed in full, its energies amplifying the original disaster to truly catastrophic proportions. An earthquake thus magnified might strike with enough force to shatter continents. A tidal wave might swell to a size capable of drowning entire nations. These devastating events are what we refer to as umbral calamities. 7 times has a calamity befallen the source. 7 times has a shard been absorbed.
Oh, 7 worlds destroyed. And each a different element then as well, huh?
At present, the light-drowned realm of the First stands perilously close to meeting the conditions for a rejoining. It is the Sin Eaters who are to blame for the Light's continued dominance. In addition to attracting their lesser kin, the Light Wardens I mentioned earlier radiate ether, saturating every corner of their territory with light. Even here in the flood-spared region of Northrant, their influence is strong enough to banish night from the sky. Thus, if we are to restore balance to the First and head off a potential calamity, it is imperative that we put each and every Light Warden to the sword.
We've been doing our best to take the fight to the enemy ever since we first heard the Exarch's explanation.
Though we have yet to claim any meaningful victories if truth be told. Apart from being confoundingly elusive, the Light Wardens possess a troublesome quality which compelled us to delay our plans until such time as you arrived.
Forgive the interruption, my lord, but Hallminster Switch is requesting reinforcements. They say the Sin Eaters are attacking in force, and the village could soon be overrun.
Alright, get me out there. I'll reap some Soul Eaters.
Alert the guard. We should be prepared in case the fighting reaches the Crystarium. You have command of our forces in the field, Captain, but hold off on entering the town until I arrive. That goes for Alphino and Alize as well.
My lord.
pray, lend us your strength. Such a fight will provide you with far greater insight than any explanation I could offer.
Of course. Holminster Switch is in the north of Lakeland, so we had best make haste with our preparations. In fact, meet me outside the Crystarium at the crossroads northwest of the Ascensor Gate, and I shall lead you there myself. You just walked right through me. What? Okay. Forgot how purple this all was. Oh. Gemstone Trader. All set? If we follow this road north, we'll arrive at the northern staging point. The village itself lies not far beyond. Quickly now. Chocobo person's not here. Oh well. Welcome, traveler. I'm authorized trader representing the crystalline mean in the acquisition of bicolor gemstones. If you find yourself in possession of any such gems, I can offer you a number of items provided by the facets in exchange. You now have access to this region's gemstone exchange, through which bi-color gemstones can be traded for a variety of rare and exclusive items. Successfully completing local fates will allow for the delivery of more valuable goods, increasing the number of items available for trade. Interesting. The point of this? It's for 70. It's the most expensive one. I don't know what this is for. Does it just like show the entire map? Ah! Oh well. Cool. Fate in certain areas offer bi-color gemstones as rewards. They can be exchanged with gemstone traders for rare items, some of which can only be obtained via these vendors. Completing fates in these areas with the highest rating possible will increase your rank, which allows the local gemstone trader to offer a wider selection of items. View progress in each applicable area. Select shared fate from travel in the main menu. So, is this something I should do? Are there any, like, companions or pets or mounts or anything that I can get for doing these? The fates and the gemstones and everything? Like up there and oh, I passed it. I guess I could try. Scouts have watched the approach of Ophion. He respects no territorial bounds and personal rivals with great concern. And now in such proximity, the Castaran guards has no choice but to strike first, lest the become his next bloody round. I have 14 minutes on Kane. Let's do this. Kane. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna win. I think I'm dead. Oh god, yeah, next hit's taking me out. Oh, I'm so close. 5%. Oh no. Yeah. Crap. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm very glad I did the thing. It's only 600. Alright, that was a learning experience. Oh, I'm just a fool. There is the chocobo there. Oh, sorry, the Amoro. Alright, there we go. Better. Ow. Alright, so I don't care about the fate. I lost anyway. It's not even there anymore. Oh no, never mind. It is there. Man, that's rough. I just don't have a great way of healing myself. But then again, I wasn't debuffing it either. I was just mainly attacking it. That. Fine. XIV asked that we wait, and so we waited. We're here. We are heading in together, yes. Your assistance is appreciated. Holminster Switch is past these gates and through the woods. It is not exactly a near neighbor to the Crystarium, but as we occupy the same region, we have built up something of a cooperative relationship. What can we expect inside, Captain? The town is beset by a swarm unlike any we have seen in recent years. We did our best to evacuate the villagers, but as many as half remain. Judging by the number of eaters present, we have good reason to believe that a Light Warden leads the attack. How convenient. It seems we'll have our chance to slay a warden sooner than we expected. One does not simply slay a warden. Has no one told you what happens if we defeat one of those fiends? They hold more light inside them than all of their underlings put together. It can be struck down, aye, but its essence won't dissipate like the weaker kind. Vile aether will billow outwards and envelop the nearest living being, a reckless young swordswoman perhaps, and turn her into a brand new warden. Ah, well, you can leave that particular quandary to us. I must ask that the guards stand down and allow us to engage their leader, this leader of eaters alone. Concentrate on the survivors. We must save every life we can. But what if... Understood, my lord. As captain of the guard, however, I will not watch you brave such danger without an escort from our ranks. I insist that I go with you. Very well. Then our warden slaying party shall include myself, Levios, Captain Lena, and last but not least... Let's do this. A formidable group indeed. Into Holminster we go. Once we reach the Light Warden, do not hold back. We strike to kill. Yahoo! Holminster switch now accessible. Dungeon time! The instance dungeon encounter and subsequent main scenario quests can be completed solo alongside... alongside a supporting party of NPCs. To make use of this feature, simply speak with one of your NPC companions near the entrance to the instance and select the option to form a party. Alternatively, you can also select duty support under duty from the main menu, or interact with the instance entrance itself. In forming a party, you will need to follow the same role restrictions imposed when using the duty finder. Alternatively, you can find party members via the duty finder as usual and complete the instance with fellow players instead. Is it worth doing it solo with the group here? Do I get any kind of interesting, like... I don't know, dialogue instances that I wouldn't normally get? Is it worth it doing this the first time with... Oh, I still at least got 7 gil and a little bit of experience from that. Not sure, never done it with NPCs. Alright, I'll do it normal. I need dungeons. Where are my dungeons? There we go. Alright, while we wait, I'ma explore the land. In my crane game claw. Oh, the gremlins. Oh. Oh, that's horrible timing. I jumped down. Right before I landed, I got into combat. So it killed me. Make sure to look at the name of the second boss. Okay. I can do that. Oh, that was fun. I'm gonna go repair my stuff. Also, this is gonna be my first dungeon as a melee DPS. I will do my best not to get in the way. Back to the star. It's cheaper to go to a different dimension altogether than to go to frickin' was it Girabanya? Yeah, then anywhere in Girabanya. It was 1,000 gold before. Okay. I do want to go to see what the shops have here. While I'm waiting anyway. Material supplies, merchants. What do you have, merchants? Fruit worms. Thistle greens. I have 24. I should be fine. There we go. Armor and arms merchant. Level 70. Not quite level 72. Okay. It is a little worse, unfortunately. Disciples of War, 70. Stat-wise on the equipment, however... Oh, wrong. I was looking at the wrong ones. Never mind. What I have on is still better. That's fine. Also, I'm going for maiming gear, right? That gives me strength, dex, and vitality. Apothecary. Pardon me. Sorry again. I hope I'm back from a dad with a cold or anything. stranger, hear my plea. The trees have turned, and logger becomes loggy. The poets were right. My hubris has undone me. Gather lumber, shall gather the timber for me, you decree? Such noble charity. The fruits of my labor can be collected from the forest floor, you see. Though hacking up it would be just as effective, perhaps. Effort of a logger come to harvest timber for vital construction in Custarium has been stymied by territorial triffids. For an experienced hero, however, retrieving small lumber can be his child's play. Oh no. commencing. Don't care about the wood anymore. Oh, got this. Almonds to switch. Oh no. Many people or creatures, not, I guess not necessarily people. Creatures could also be cocooned. Oh god. Oh no. First boss. Oh, it's the same thing that we fought earlier, right? Or that we didn't fight, but we saw, right? In the desert area? Arg! Run! Run, people, run! Oh, that's a... Oh, we're all... Oh, no! The livestock! Oh, no! No one will save you. I think I'm doing all right. Alright, this is the second boss now. Name of the second boss. Clear the auction. No! God damn it. I should have frickin' known when I saw that frickin' first thing that we were fighting. Gosh darn it. I hit the wrong thing. I don't know what that means. Oh, I'm attacked fourth? I don't know. Also worried. Look at I'm gonna be attacked second. Cool. Alright. think I need the ring. Alright. Where's the Light Warden? What does it look like? Light Warden Philia. I don't like that name for it. Alright, swap the Neophyte ring with the new ring we got. Let him lick you? No! I don't wanna! I don't know where that tongue's been. Don't run towards it. Interesting mechanic. Got him! Sorry, had to. Ow! Thank you, healer. Oh, we got Lakeland Smallsword. Oh, for Red Mage. I'll treat that. Why not? And as for the Fending Ring, pass. Let me deal with it.
It's releasing its ether. Fall back. We cannot let it touch us. Quickly, my lord, we must withdraw.
That will not be necessary, Captain. Though I appreciate your concern. The eternal light of these creatures has confounded us for nigh on 100 years. For each we have put down, another has risen up in its place. Born of the self-same ether, relinquished by its predecessor. But now we have a way to contain that corruption.
My character?
The blessing of light. And the hero who wields it now stands before you.
Isn't gonna be that easy, though. I wonder if we're going to be able to take this light back with us and feed it to Heidelin, you know what I mean? Since Heidelin, the reason we haven't been hearing the crystal as much is because it has been, like, significantly weakened, right? I broke through the light!
Behold, the monster's power is broken, and the world, twisted by its touch, returns to its rightful form.
Yay, we have a nighttime now! Again, like I said, for the most part, I like the nighttime themes for most of these overworld songs and, like, town songs, so when I found out it was just Everlasting Light, I was like, no! Now I can't wait to hear what the music sounds like. Because I tend to like it more. Oh my gosh, how long has it been? Honestly, most of these people probably have never seen the night sky, right? If not all. I forget how long are the life expectancies with some of the various denizens of the world.
It's so beautiful.
The sunless sea. The warrior of darkness has come.
Is that what I think it is?
The night sky. As it should be.
Who are you people? You killed a warden, then bathed in its ether as if it were a spring shower, and now the sky? The legends are true.
Or the Dovahkiin! I mean the Warrior of Light! I mean the Warrior of Darkness!
My lord?
How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one possessed of her blessing. For you. You have vanquished the Light Warden of Lakeland, and for the first time in a century, darkness has returned to the mantle of night. Without the ever-present light to sustain them, the Sin Eaters will have no choice but to retreat. Yet our victory is far from complete. Though darkness has fallen here, the other wardens yet bask beneath burning skies, feasting upon what little life remains. Even should it cost me all I have, I would see each and every one of them slain, that this world might be spared from oblivion. Not only for the first, but for the source as well. Save one, and we save the other. But, be that as it may, I concede it was wrong of me to summon you to this fight against your will. I swear, on my life, I will one day atone for that deed, but for the present, I beg you stay and see this fight to its conclusion. Cast down the Wardens and restore darkness to the first.
Seems I have no choice but to fight. Sounds like a glorious adventure. I'll become the warrior you need. I am not an adventure junkie, dang it. No matter how much the game wants it to seem like I am. I'm not an adventure junkie. I'll become the warrior you need.
On behalf of the first, I offer you my deepest thanks.
I understand there is much at stake here, XR, but why do you risk yourself so readily? It must have been a dangerous drain on your ether to summon even one person across the rift.
I do it for my people, of course. To give the Crystarium the tomorrow it deserves.
That is true now, yes, but the city had yet to be built when you first called forth the Crystal Tower. I'm simply curious to know what prompted you to commit yourself so completely to this particular course.
There are things which we can ill afford to lose. And I sensed from the first that I had a part to play in preserving them. Forgive me. I fear the events of the day may have taken their toll. Despite appearances, I am an old man. One burdened with many difficult memories, some too painful to recall.
Well then, I'm sorry for pressing you. It's a family failing, I'm afraid.
One which has served us well more often than not. Needless to say, we will continue to fight at your side until the last Sin Eater is defeated.
Come then, my warriors of darkness. Let us gather the surviving villagers and make our way back to the Crystarium.
God, there are not a lot of survivors. There must have been more that just attempted to make running directly back, no matter what, I guess. Hopefully they did make it. Without that constant glare, Lakeland seems an entirely different place. It's over, yes. I might need a moment. It's as if the sky itself has disappeared into the heavens. If I didn't have wounded to tend to, I'd never stop staring. How quickly you have justified my faith in you. So many lives saved, and the sky itself heralds your success. A single victory in a larger struggle, perhaps, but a momentous one nonetheless. Looks like we're looking ahead to the immediate future. Now, as for how we proceed from here. The villages we evacuated earlier have arrived safely in the Crystarium. They seem to be accepting their situation for the moment. Most folk are far too distracted by the sky to worry about wounded or lost homes. They whisper and wonder if the Warrior of Darkness has come. 'Tis to be expected. Shent, I must ask a favor of you. Would you be so kind as to conceal your involvement in this endeavor for the time being? Seeing the light recede from Lakeland is a momentous occasion, and many will be swept up in a maelstrom of excitement and confusion. Should you come forth as the legendary Warrior of Darkness, I fear that, no matter how good your intentions, such an appearance would throw the city into disarray. I find myself in agreement with the Exarch, although my concerns are more focused on Eulmore. It may be best if you maintain a low profile until we see how Vothri responds to all of this. True. Very true. We know he's not going to take it well, because he knows now that his source of power can be defeated, that it's not permanent. My thanks. Though we cannot freely celebrate your success, pray allow your heart to be buoyed by the joy of our citizens, a joy you surely brought into being. Ah, and I must ask the same discretion of you, Captain. It is my intention to share with our people the tale of a great warrior who stood in defiance of Sin Eaters. The sun-named champion defeated the Light Warden, and has since departed for parts unknown. Yes? As you wish, my lord. Your penchant for mystery is nothing new, and I will encourage folk not to question this either. Although I expect to be told the whole truth of this one day, about all of you. With that settled, I shall return to the Crystarium and make an address to the people. These explanations and adjustments will consume much of my time, so pray take the opportunity to rest and recover from your exploits. And to think, you'll not even need to shutter the windows to enjoy a dark and peaceful night's sleep. I must stay behind and coordinate the evacuation of the remaining survivors. And I hesitate to ask after all you've done here today, but could I ask you to pass on a message on your way to the Pendants? Please let Bragi know that we're bringing in a number of injured and that any restoratives in the markets need to be reserved for the infirmary. I got it. Leave it to me. We should start making our way back to the Crystarium. Slowly, mind you. It wouldn't do to arrive too soon after the exile. I'm staying behind as well. There's something I need to check on in Holminster. We already went through the village top to bottom, Alize. We should all take the chance to rest, you included. I knew one of those eaters, and I can't rest. Not now. So please, I wish to be left alone for a while, and that means you as well, Shent. I shall be cross if you try to follow me. Oh. Promise to find you later, when I feel myself again. Poor Alize. Just you and me then, shall we? Yeah. I'll just spend the money and get there quicker. Wait, there's fate though. There's fate. Here, King. Be out here a bit longer. With 3 of us now, we should be able to take out the Ophion. Death has brought up one more to the thing. What? Did it! I can't thank you enough. Woo! We did the thing. Okay, now Pelotor to where we need to go. Yay! Oh goodness. Ugh. Ooh, a buffing ability. That's nice. Unfortunately, it seems I need to put my, like, buff and debuff skills a little out of the way just so I can get to my attacks. Put it there. For now, anyway. Well, the Crystarium seems relatively ordered, wouldn't you say? The Exarch's speech must have been reassuring to hear. On the contrary, there's something jubilant in the air. I have a feeling this night won't be as peaceful as our hooded friend predicted. I think I shall take a brief stroll around town before retiring to my chambers. Once you've discharged your duty to Bragi, I suggest you do the same. Sleep well, Shent. I hope untroubled dreams find you and Alizé both. for you. Looking to buy a lantern like every other stumbling soul in the city? I see. Well, Captain Lina can rest assured that any potions I spot coming in will be set aside for the wounded. Now a moment. If you're carrying messages for the guard, does that mean you were there then? The battle at Holminster. Star with that like you might want to pay a visit to the Wandering Stairs. Make himself known. I'm sure Linard can introduce you to some interesting opportunities. Okay. Hello, Linard. See ya, then. More beer for table 2 and a couple pints of mead for table 3. While you're at it. Coming right up. Sorry, we're rushed off our feet this evening, sir. Can I get you anything? Drinks around the house. Oh, that Bragi has a twisted sense of humor. To think he'd send you to me at a time like this. The first real night in near 100 years has folks all riled up and then some. What's more, there was that eater business at Holminster Switch. They say a light warden was destroyed without a damn trace, and it was the Warrior of Darkness who did the deed. I really must apologize for Glenard. He's been almost as rowdy as our customers, and that's no small feat. A lot of our regulars are bounty hunters, you see. They mostly go after eaters, and the rumor of the warrior's appearance was the spark to their kindling. You know how the weak eaters are drawn to the strong ones, right? Aye, they swarm like angry bees around a queen. You need look no further than Holminster for proof of that. But attacks on that scale don't happen every day. Praise the blessed shadow. No, the more common threats are the strays. No one knows why, but every now and again an eater will leave the pack to prowl alone. Those are the ones who run into you on the road if your luck is foul. There's danger to everyone, so the settlement council puts bounties on their heads, and our bar here is a convenient place for hunters to gather and share information. Seems a few of them are inspired by the warden slaying even more than most. These are the types who have their sights set on the absolute worst of the strays, a class of eaters they've dubbed the cardinal virtues. The virtues shone up out of nowhere about 3 summers ago, when historians heard the descriptions given by survivors. Well, apparently they share an appearance with the villains who caused the flood. And if that doesn't send a chill down your spine, they're also reported to be as tough as light wardens, not the kind of prey you can take down single-handed. Our virtue hunters had all but given up, but knowing the Warrior of Darkness is out there has lit a fire in their bellies. Just look at them. That Hume over there with the oversized sword is Grayson. He's in it for revenge, wants to recruit a comrade in arms as tenacious as he is. The Mista lad is Lurik. Don't be fooled by those dewy cheeks. He's as hard a hunter as they come. He just lost a partner. Seems to be on the lookout for a new one. That's Carrick. Word is he seeks an expert in magecraft to help fight the virtues after. Last we have Gyelt, a dwarf and drunkard both. Hey, it's a dwarf. Bloody ho. Wanted to join forces with a healer, and only a healer. Something about needing a mentor's wisdom? I've seen my share of competent veterans, and you have that look about you. Maybe you should introduce yourself to one of our hunters? Who knows? Together you might even collect a bounty on a cardinal virtue. And that's a grand idea. Imagine the prestige my bar would earn if we boasted the patronage of a successful virtue hunter. You have gained access to role quests. A separate quest line in store is now available for tank, physical DPS, magical range DPS, and healer roles. In order to reach the final stages of Shadowbringer's main scenario, you must complete at least one role quest line. Speak with the Virtue Hunter at the Wandering Stairs to accept a quest offer. Fun. Alright. And it looks like the one that I can go with my current class and job is Luik. Right, cool. That'll be fun. Yay! Oh my gosh! We brought night to the lands. At least to this part of the land. I think this might be a good stopping point, actually. So I think I might stop it here, and we'll pick this back up next time. Alright, heck yeah. Good playthrough today. My gosh, this place. This whole place in general. I know I've seen the main map before, but still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas. Here in the main. Pretty much the Crystarium is the overall kind of main hub here. Then we got Eulmore. Then we have our area here. Wrong. We've yet to go here, wherever this is. Yet to go here or here. I like at least these are named what the areas are. This is mystery. We don't know. Mystery Land. Cool. Okay, so the Great Wood and Eulmore. Alright. New lands to explore and discover, I suppose, as well as quest lines to unravel. Alrighty. Thank you again, Vanilla and Lucian, for stopping by and chatting with me. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad to see you enjoy me suffering and being sad on the story. I'm kidding, I'm playing, but honestly, thank you again for watching and being here with me during it. Alright, until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your evening, whichever it may be. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.